where he left his weapons and equipment, took minimal supplies, and walked off to either join the Taliban or do something else. Only he can answer that question.
Freed Idaho soldier Sergeant Bowe Bergdahl remains in a hospital in Germany tonight following his release from the Taliban this past weekend. But the circumstances about his release have become very controversial as fellow soldiers, as you just heard, calling him a deserter. It's tonight's big story with today's 6 on Your Side.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Don Nelson.
And I'm Michelle Edmonds. Our big story, more is being learned today about the circumstances surrounding Bergdahl's capture.
And resentment is growing, not just from Bergdahl's squad mates, but from lawmakers on Capitol Hill about the prisoner swap that freed 5 top Taliban leaders. Bergdahl's fellow soldiers say that within his first 2 months in the war zone, he walked away from his post looking for the Taliban. He left his weapon and body armor behind. A former senior defense official said Bergdahl also left a note found after he was discovered missing. In the note, Bergdahl did not say he was joining the Taliban, but it was more than he was simply leaving his fellow soldiers, saying that the massive search by U.S. and Afghan forces for Bergdahl cost at least 6 American soldiers their lives.
I feel like he deserted us. He knew what he was doing when he deserted us. It was premeditated. It was thought out.
6 of my best friends are now dead in direct relation to this man who is now being acclaimed a national hero by the President of the United States. And he is not. He is a traitor. He deserted his unit in a combat zone.
The chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff said today misconduct or even desertion charges are possible. In Poland, President Obama faced questions over the release of 5 senior Taliban prisoners. Some Republicans are blasting the move, arguing it has made Americans less safe. President Obama said today the exchange was the right thing to do.
The United States has always had a pretty sacred rule, and that is we don't leave our men or women in uniform behind, regardless of the circumstances, whatever those circumstances may turn out to be. We still get an American soldier back if he's held in captivity. Period. Full stop.
The White House has apologized, though, for failing to alert Congress about the prisoner exchange that secured the release of Bowe Bergdahl. California Senator Dianne Feinstein said the Deputy National Security Advisor called her Monday night, apologizing for not providing Congress with 30 days notice, which is required by law. So the controversy surrounding Bowe Bergdahl doesn't just end with the matter of his capture. Senators and congressmen are calling out the president's decision to release those 5 high-risk Taliban soldiers without permission from the legislative branch. And questions, of course, still remain on Bowe's future. On Your Side's Jake Melder is live in studio with the latest.
Members of the military close to Sergeant Bergdahl are focusing on his recovery and not the possibility of desertion. But back in Washington, legislators are fuming that the deal to release Bergdahl happened without their consent. During his trip to Poland on Tuesday, President Obama addressed the current status of Sergeant Bowe Bergdahl.
He's having to undergo a whole battery of tests, and he is going to have to undergo a significant transition back into life. He has not even met with his family yet.
According to military officials, during the debriefing process, they have asked Bowe for information about his conditions and any intelligence that may help the troops on the ground. But the president said there is a limit to the questioning.
We obviously have not been interrogating Sergeant Bergdahl. He is recovering from 5 years of captivity with the Taliban.
A spokesman at Gowan Field said Bergdahl could be transported to the States in as early as a week. There, he will be able to see his family and continue the process of reintegration. In the meantime, lawmakers on Capitol Hill are critical of the president's exchange for Bergdahl without briefing them.
We were told they were considering, and we steadfastly, both Republican and Democrats, rejected the notion that they were going to release some of these Taliban in exchange for, quote, confidence-building measures so that negotiations could continue. What we were briefed on was an entirely different scenario from the one that took place.
Representative Raul Labrador did say in a radio interview Tuesday morning, "I'm a little bit disturbed by some of the Republicans out there who keep saying that this has never happened before. That is not entirely true." While debate continues for the future of Bergdahl, many are just happy to see him back in American control. It could be months or years for Bergdahl to go through debriefing and reintegration. His future and when he may make his way home to Idaho is still unsure. Live in studio, I'm Jake Melder, Today 6 on your side.